Hello everyone. Today's story is about the second marriage of Qingzhao, the great female poet of the Song Dynasty, and how she fought back from the darkest moment of her life. In the second year of Shaoxing during the Southern Song, wars were raging across the land. Qingzhao was 49 years old. Her husband had passed away 3 years earlier and she traveled south alone, carrying the inscriptions and antiquities they had collected over half a lifetime. The journey was filled with hardship. Exhausted in both body and spirit, she eventually fell ill and stayed at her younger brother's home in Linen. In her lonely and sick state, a minor official called Zhang Ruzhou quietly came into her life. Knowing her and her late husband's fame in epigraphy, he often visited by claiming to admire her knowledge. He showed much care for her, brought medicine, looked after her daily life, and even promised to help protect her cultural relics and finish the record of inscriptions on metal and stone. Amid chaos, life was harsh for a lone woman. Her brother urged her to find support in old age. Long deprived of warmth, Qingzhao was touched by such kindness, thinking she'd found a reliable companion, so she quickly agreed to marry. But within just 100 days, Zhang Ruzhou's hypocrisy was fully exposed. He rummaged through her chests day and night, demanding to know the whereabouts of the antiques. When he learned that most of the treasures he coveted had already been lost during their flight from war, and only a few manuscripts remained, his greed instantly turned into violence. All gentleness vanished. He hurled insults at her, beat her, and tried to force her to hand over the last of her possessions. Trapped in despair, Qingzhao refused to endure in silence. By chance she discovered that Zhang Ruzhou had obtained his official position by falsifying the number of times he had taken the imperial examinations, a serious crime under Song law. Despite the rule that if a wife accuses her husband, she must be punished even if the accusation is true, she resolutely gathered evidence and reported him to the authorities. In the end, Zhang Ruzhou's fraud was confirmed. He was stripped of all official titles and exiled to Liuzhou, suffering the consequences of his own actions. Qingzhao was imprisoned for accusing her husband, but thanks to the efforts of relatives and friends she was released after only 9 days. This 100-day marriage became the darkest chapter of Qingzhao's life. She suffered betrayal, violence, and cruelty, yet in an age that demanded women submit, she fought back. Fearless of judgment or prison, she cut off this humiliating marriage with her own hands. From then on, she never mentioned marriage again. Instead, she poured her life into the record of inscriptions on metal and stone and into her poetry, works that have endured for centuries.